do you stay so chill? Like you seem like for someone who's fought so many tough opponents, so many dangerous opponents, and won so many big fights, had so much on the line so many times, was in there in such aggressive fights and aggressive techniques and movements and scenarios. How do you maintain your chillness before the fight, actually during the fight when you're unleashing this carnage, and then after the fight when you're pronounced a winner, and when like what's going through your head? Because usually so much emotion comes out with people, be it good or bad or whatever. You seem very, very level.
Well, I don't know. I never felt going into cage, and I wasn't. I've never been scared. You know what I mean? I never thought, oh, this guy. I had those fights when I had to fight Mark Hunt, but that was more in the beginning. I had some sleepless nights also with Melvin Manhoef. I challenged the guy because no one was giving me any credit in Holland, so I was upcoming. But he was knocking out everybody back then in his prime. And Mark Hunt, especially the big guy, I was like, what the fuck? If I don't take these guys down, they're going to knock my head off. So I had sleepless night. But, I faced so many fighters, stand-up, big strikers, heavy strikers, all kinds of fighters. So eventually I dealt with them, never really got hurt. Only fight that I got stopped with was Uriah Hall. And then... that was also something I wasn't really out. The ref stopped it. I just got right back up. I was hurt, but I wasn't gone. But I always know I had a good chin. I'm difficult to hit. I think throughout the years you build confidence. You know what I mean? It's also a little bit character. I never went in the cage and being scared in the cage. In the cage, I was also always thinking, okay, it's fight time. But before, of course, nerves, you have to perform. Sometimes you're fighting a fighter like, oh, shit, this guy can hurt me. Always, you have those thoughts. But after a while, you've done it so many times, it just, also, if you have too many fights, you fight a little bit more careful, When you have injuries in a fight, when you're younger, you don't think about it, because... you go through it, but after a while, you have maybe 50, 60 fights. One time you break your orbital. One time you break your nose. You have bad experience where you're dead tired. They rush you to the hospital. You know what I mean? So those experiences make you a different fighter sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely, 100%.
So you fight a little bit more different. Younger, you're more aggressive. But I think experience overall and just character, it's just, of course, I worry sometimes before fights, I have to perform, pressure, injuries sometimes, personal things that you have to deal with. Absolutely. But end of the day, once the cage closed, everything is out of, it's fight time.